There are people who think of themselves as realists. Their creativity is unparalleled in coming up with more and more gruesome and tragic scenarios. It is sparked into action especially hard when somebody, anybody, shares an idea. Those people's minds go rampant. They forget logic, probability, previous experiences, just to get to their noble goal. To stop you from committing the greatest mistake of your life. You can recognize them by their motto. 2 is 1, 1 is none. And citing Murphy's laws. And it doesn't matter what your plan is, no matter how well thought through. If the idea is foolproof, the circumstances must be suboptimal. If it's the right time to take action, the equipment is bound to break. If everything is double checked, you must commit a mistake that having 2 functioning brain cells would stop from happening. Try convincing them you have more than 1. Truth be told, in reality almost nothing is certain. There is always some unlikely chance some unknown detail will fail on you. So you can never argue whatever they are saying is impossible to happen. It isn't. It's just typically insanely unlikely to happen. Consider winning a lottery improbable. And they think you are foolhardy for not listening to their warnings. It's an incredibly curious phenomenon how in some cases they choose only the sources of information that support their theories, dismissing any that contradict them. Typically, they just scurry around the internet looking for accident reports, natural disasters and other kinds of dangers which the media conveniently place right on the front pages. Try to find some scientific source, an article in a renowned journal that debunks the whole theory. Oh, the methodology wasn't right. What's that sample size? And my mother's aunt had a friend to whom this exact thing happened. So what are we even talking about? You know. It makes me see red when I hear bullcrap like that. I've had to withstand it for the majority of my conscious life and I want to tell you why you should get away from people like that the first chance you have. Consider this. I have a mountain bike. I was once told not to ride it in forests, because there are roots sticking out of the ground. I would hit them, then hit a tree, get knocked unconscious, wake up a few hours later paralyzed from the neck down. It would be night then, so I could scream all I wanted to no avail. Slowly, ants would eat my body alive, whilst I'd be fighting to keep them off my eyes and nose. I responded saying that the forests where I live are quite populated and rather small so surely, soon enough somebody would stumble upon me and call me an ambulance. Can you guess the response? What if the people who find you are criminals? They will take your wallet, your phone and your watch and make sure you don't get up to report it to the police. If you guessed that, I have some bad news for you. You have had a defeatist in your life. But I didn't give up. I said that I'd been riding a bike every day for 5 years, including in the forests, and nothing ever happened to me. I was told, well, there's always that first time. You never know when something bad might happen to you. I'm a man of commitment and sheer fucking will, so I stayed steadfast. I said, even if something happens to me, the chance it will be grave enough to prevent me from reaching for my phone and calling 911 is extremely small. I would basically have to kill myself right there and then for that. But that didn't have any effect. Your phone might be dead, or might break on impact. There surely won't be any signal in the forest, and to cap it all, you won't even know where you are. You'll be dead before the medics can find you. Well, what if you go, do it, and come back safe and sound? Isn't that proof they were wrong? Oh, no. You were just lucky. You won't be lucky next time. The dangers can't be prevented nor avoided, no matter what precautions you take. They only become less probable to happen, but this doesn't make them any less vile in their eyes. Let's try to understand what this kind of thinking does to you. Imagine a world where there are only 2 outcomes of any decision. Success or death. If anything goes wrong, it will continue going wrong with no way of stopping the chain reaction until you die. Every little thing you do is playing Russian roulette with a nuke. In what circumstances would you ever do anything? Only if not doing that thing would result in a 100% death. This is the only situation in which it is safe to roll the dice and pray nothing kills you while you act. This is a scary world, and you're just bouncing between probable death and certain death, trying to hide from all the dangers that prey on you. And then you read somewhere that the majority of accidents happen at home. You're never safe, you can never relax. Year by year, you fight for your own survival in the hostile world, trying to save all those naive idiots on the way too. They don't listen to you, they reject all your ominous advice, and you just know it's only a matter of time until they will be sorry they did. Now to end this woeful vision, let's talk how this kind of thinking actually affects one's life. First of all, the imminence of tragedy puts you in a fight or flight mode when you do things, before you do things, and when you think about things, which means always. This in turn affects your blood flow, making your muscles and lungs more potent at the expense of the digestive system. You don't digest properly and your health gradually declines. Prolonged stress also reduces your cognitive ability and your ability to react on the fly to any unexpected mishaps, which actually increases your chances of suffering injuries while undertaking the tasks you have to do. In some cases it even goes so far as to deem exercise dangerous, due to risk of injury. I'm not talking weightlifting at the gym, I'm talking walking faster, or doing push-ups. Needless to say, a sedentary life, full of stress and sorrow, is significantly shorter than average. But somehow they always say they warn you, to make sure you're safe. Ironically, this video is a warning. But listen to this one. Or don't. Therapies are in fashion this year,